Hey guys, excuse the weird quality of this video. I'm recording from my phone, and excuse the lack of any real reviews in a while. I'm dealing with some stuff, but they will be coming. I just wanted to make this little video because do you remember that clip in my evolution video where I look through a box full of toys? Well, I just took a closer look at that box and I found a couple things, and I thought this little vlog here might actually be fun to look through. And after that, I think I'll show you some figures that I bought recently that are just for decoration. So let's get to it real quick. First up, we got, ta-da, Deep Sea Venom. So yeah, this is apparently Venom. I know he looks a lot different. I just looked it up, he's from some toy line called Web Splashers, which is basically Spider-Man characters in the water, and it looked frankly hilarious. Apparently this guy originally came with with an inflatable symbiote orca that he could like swim around on, and I don't have that anymore, but it looked really funny in the commercial. But yeah, it's Dark Black Sea Venom. He looks fucking awesome. Keeping it. Next up is another Spider-Man character, Phage. So I don't know dick about this guy. Apparently there was a Phage in some story arc in Spider-Man where a lot of symbiotes showed up, but I think this is a different character, part of a race that eats symbiotes. I didn't know anything about him when I got this one. I know my uncle got it for me, and he told me he very specifically went for the grossest, most hideous monster he could, since he had two little girls and was used to buying Barbie dolls. For some reason I've always remembered that. He even comes with this weird fly thing on his back. He's pretty rad, I gotta say. Can you guess where the next one is from? That's right, it's another Spider-Man figure. This time it's Beetle. And, well, can you guess I love Spider-Man, yet I don't have any Spider-Man figures left? So Beetle is a fairly obscure Spider-Man character. I know he's a hero now, named Mark 7 or something, if he hasn't upgraded since then, Mark 8. This figure is from a toy line called, I think, Spider Force, whoops, and originally came with a big-ass beetle that you could disassemble and give him some insect armor, but I've apparently lost that, so now I just have Beetle here. It's a pretty simple figure, but I love the detail, I really do. This guy you'll recognize from the evolution video. Wabam! It's one of the extreme dinosaurs, and I even found some accessories, like his horn plate here and this thing on his back, which is actually like a scope. I know it's not focused right now, I'm using my phone. It's actually a scope so that when you hold down the tail and he does this... Oh, sorry. Oh, god damn it, it's hard to do this with one hand. So when you hold him like this and you do that, you actually have a scope to aim with. That is hilarious. I never actually watched Extreme Dinosaurs, I just know the theme song is absolutely awesome.
Extreme, extreme, extreme dinosaurs! The plastic generation for extreme dinosaurs!
And I don't remember when I got this, but it's awesome. It's really cool. This next guy is a familiar face. It's Slimer! At least as he appeared in Extreme Ghostbusters. He can like drive on this slime patch, which makes him spin around like crazy for some reason. He also has this donut missile that I have in my other hand right now. That doesn't it's supposed to fit in his mouth so you can fire it, I think, but I can never get it to fit. Like if you lift his left arm, this little hatch in his mouth opens so you can put the donut in. But I could never get that to properly fit. This is just a really fun figure. It's actually, I think it's the first toy I remember buying for my own money. I don't know, I just got nostalgic when I found it. Plus, Extreme Ghostbusters was an amazing show, so there's that. Say hi, Slimer. You're gonna okay, you're not gonna be in focus. Okay. Hi. And the weirdest one I found in the pile is this guy. This is a No-Zone from the Toxic Crusaders animated series. Which was, think about this, the Toxic Crusader, this super violent trauma movie, actually got an animated series for children, where Toxic got a bunch of friends that were deformed like he was, and this is No-Zone. I think he was a pilot that fell into a radioactive vat of pepper or something, and his main power is sneezing on you, and it's as gross as it sounds. We actually did get Danish versions of the Toxic Crusaders comic book, but I only got the one issue. He comes with all sorts of stuff, like the gun and the jetpack here, but the shield that I got here, this is hard to do with one hand. Sorry. The shield here apparently is broken because there's no handle and seems to have been broken off. But oh well. I like him. I like him a lot. He's silly. Now, those are just some of the things I found. I also found two Street Sharks, which is another show I never watched, that lacked their accessories. And I think I found an old Power Ranger, like a huge yellow one that doesn't have her gun, but has like an automatic, not an automatic, a button you can press so she does the karate chop. It's really funny, but I didn't bring those down. These are the ones I think I want to put on display sometime. But I have recently been collecting like decorative figures, not toys, but action figures to put on your shelf for decoration, and I'll show those off too. Why not? Okay, I lied. Some of them are toys. These are very, very recent purchases. Like, they were on offer and I haven't had Lego in ages, so I couldn't help but buy these Lego figures of the 2012 version, the ongoing version of TMNT on Nickelodeon right now. So there's Raph, and some really badass cycle here with missiles. You can open the hatch here and put him inside. It's super awesome. And we've got Sever and a random foot ninja, and this thing that can actually like throw barrels of toxic waste. I think it's awesome. We also got, way down here in the dark, we've got a Batman helicopter that I also recently purchased, complete with Batman, Lego Batman, who is a hilarious character. Whoops. The Man Bat, who for some reason is carrying dynamite. I know the focus is terrible. Again, I am on my phone right now. The Man Bat. And Nightwing, unfortunately with the red coloring, because, you know, New 52 just has to make everything super grim and gritty, even the characters that aren't. But yeah, those are some of the stuff I got. Recently, a friend of mine began sending me these high-quality figures that I use for decoration, and he started with this one. It's a little hard to see in this light, but here he is, Jason Voorhees, as he appears in part 4. Or maybe later, since he has that gash in his head. God, he just will not be in focus. But this is a really awesome figure. I love it a lot. It's actually surprisingly poseable, even if he doesn't have any spare parts. He also came with a knife that I think is supposed to go in his head, but I can't get it to stick there. God damn it, will you okay, this camera just will not focus, but that's Jason! And naturally, we can't have Jason without Freddy. Oh, I love this figure. It seems to be from the same line. I'm not really very knowledgeable about this stuff. He also comes with replaceable heads, like one where he's grinning, and he also came with the phone from the first movie, the I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy phone, and all sorts of stuff. I had this box full of spare parts, but I've since then started just keeping the boxes for these figures because some of them have a lot of spare parts and it's just easier to keep track of. And speaking of those figures with many spare parts, see, this fucker has a lot of spare parts. I'm not gonna take them down from this shelf right now because, well, actually I am for this guy. Some of you might not know this. This is from a Japanese franchise, superhero franchise called Kamen Rider. More specifically, it's the main character of the third or fourth, I think, modern season called Kamen Rider Ryuki, which, of the Kamen Rider shows I've watched so far, is definitely my favorite. This character is just really cool, like this dragon that you can position like this. You can pose this in all sort of ways, and he has replaceable hands and super poseable. It's just absolutely amazing. So he's up there, keeping watch over my video games. God, I love this one. While we're at the figures with many parts, guess who keeps watch over my manga collection? This guy. Ah, God, I wish this camera would focus, but yeah, Super Saiyan Goku. It's super cool. He also has like a lot of replaceable hands and faces and is super poseable. I'm just trying not to break too much of the pose right now, but yeah, I love this one. And let's see if he can stand now. He can't. Whoop, he can. He's not alone either, because I also got Krillin, my absolute favorite character. Well, in Dragon Ball, he actually comes with like a Destructo disc so that he can lift his arm over his head and hold it, and it's super awesome, but it makes it a little hard for him to balance. I've got it in the box down there somewhere. Actually, about the box, you gotta see this. Hold on a second, I gotta find this. I'm sorry, I made a little mistake when I told you who my favorite character was. It's clearly Klilun. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'm guessing it's like a different country release, but Klilun. That made me laugh so hard when I got this thing. You can see here some examples of how to pose him. It's super awesome. I might do that solar flare pose sometime. But yeah, super cool. We are not quite done with manga yet, people. This is Sanji, a One Piece character that I always love. This is not a poseable one, as you can see. This is strictly just a figurine, but it's a really cool one. Unfortunately, it has a habit of falling off this stand here, which is really annoying, but as long as I don't nudge it, nothing happens. But yeah, that's a really cool one. I love it. Let's turn him around a little. We're not out of Japan without a giant monster. Say hello to Fire Rodan. I don't know if I've ever made it clear, even in my review, but I'm a massive Godzilla and Kaiju fan. There are still so many movies I haven't watched, and I don't think I've watched the one Fire Rodan is from, but this one is just so goddamn cool. Like, Rodan is one of my favorite Kaiju, so that really helps. This is also from my friend from Sweden, so were the Dragon Ball figures, and Freddy Krueger. Well, most of this is from him, actually, and I really love it. Thanks a lot, dude. But yeah, I just want to show them off. This is so awesome. Snoochie Boochies! Oh, I love this one. It's Silent Bob, or well, Kevin Smith, like that's basically the same guy. This one I got at a flea market from another friend of mine, and I just love it. Like, I really like most of Kevin Smith's films. I think the only ones I haven't seen are actually Jersey Girl and Cop Out, so I've got some shit ahead of me from what I can tell, but I love his work. Really admire him, and this action figure is just awesome. I really love it. Look at his face. Look at his face. He knows he's awesome. Well, you would look at his face if this camera would fucking focus, but oh well. Peace.